Hi and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to show you my top 3 leveling tools that you can use that are free to download. And let's start with the first one. It's called Exile Leveling. This is a web page. There are two versions. There's one on a web page like this, and one there is an in-game overlay. I put a video description to the guide I've made, so you can download this too and try it out. But let's start with the first one. This is the web page where you can see what you do in what act. So for example, if you're in Act 1, you're starting Path of Exile. You see here, find and kill Hillock. So if you play Path of Exile and you know this is the first boss on the strand, so you go and kill him, you can click on this and then move on to the next, to the waypoint, do this quest, you go to the coast, waypoint, etc, etc. So what is very cool about this tool, if you go to build, and for example, if you're a new player and you see a video with a leveling guide that you like, you copy this POB code, but in this case you have to click on this side, POBB, and then here you have the code. You can copy this, and what you do is import build, import the code, and then you see what you need for your build, especially. So you see here, class witch, kill all bandits, for example, league start. You click again on root, and then you start with your first, you kill Hillock, go to Lionel's Watch, etc. So this tool is very cool. It's also very nice if you click on Act 1, here, you have a little slider. You can open this in a second monitor, for example, you play Act 1. In Act 2, you use these skills, right? Act 3, you move here, which is very, very nice, right? The green one is the next you do in Act 4, etc, etc. This is also very nice. Check this out. The second tool I want to show you is PoE Awaken Trade. This tool shows you how much is worth something. So for example, if you're leveling or in the early league, you will drop unique items. These unique items could be worth something. Let's say 10 chaos if they drop, but you don't know. So how do you know? With this tool, it's called PoE Awaken Trade. Let me show you here. You can control D and it price checks the item. Let's say it's 10 chaos worth. You have 10 chaos found on the floor. For an in-depth guide, I will post a video in the description, you can check it out. The third tool I would show to you is the PoE Better Trading add-on for Google Chrome. I would use Google Chrome. So this add-on you can install. If you go to PoE Trade website, this is an add-on that bookmarks all your stuff you want to buy on PoE Trade, for example, on the trading website. So what it does for you, if you make a new folder, you can make builds, you can make currency. So if you want to buy scarabs, for example, you can bookmark these scarabs that you don't always have to type what scarabs you want. You can bookmark it, very easy. But for league starting, as for example, league start, toxic, rain, right? You want to play Pathfinder, for example. And then you can make all the items you want. If you now know what you want, for example, a helmet with whatever chaos damage, right? Just an example. And you want specific stats on this helmet. Just as an example, you can register helmet, and then you have the helmet here, or items you need for league starting, for example. So what you can do here is, next one is gloves with chaos damage, just for example, and you have this gloves, you register as gloves. It automatically scan it as a gloves. This is very cool. So now if you're leveling and you say, hey, I have some currency, I'm looking for a helmet, then you find the helmet you need. By just pressing on it, and it searched the trade for you. This is very cool for currency, for scarabs, especially for sextants. If you want to find sextants, you can make all these bookmarks. This is a very cool tool. I've made a guide On YouTube, it's in the video description, and all the videos for all the other tools are in the video description. And if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and have a good league start.